Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be going to watch the new Karate Kid film, Karate Kid Legends. Yes, very excited to actually watch this film because I've always been a big fan of the Karate Kid franchise and Jackie Chan because of course he's in it again, returning from the 2010 film, which honestly gets too much hate. I do think that film's not that bad as people say it is, quite a fun movie. But yeah, this one looks fun as well. It has been getting some mixed reviews, which, you know, it's not put me off. Honestly, I'm still going to go see it and go in with like a clear mind, but it just honestly depends, of course, if I like it myself or not, based on my own judgment. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going to see this at the cinemas. Just like last week in Mission Impossible, I'll be going to Showcase, personally the best cinema in the world, and I'll be recording my, you know, experience there, because you know it's just a good thing to do, honestly now. And yeah, I'll see you there. Enough talking from me here. Let's go and watch Karate Kid Legends at the cinemas. Okay, so we've now arrived at the Showcase. Literally was here less than a week ago to see Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. But it's good to be back here. As I said, best cinema in the world in my opinion.
You want to talk about it?
My mom wants us to leave everything behind.
Sometimes it is the only way to move forward.
You come to America. New rules. New school. No fighting. You make any friends?
Yeah, I did. One.
What's his name?
Mia?
You study karate or something?
Kung Fu. Used to. I don't do any of that anymore.
Yeah, you're clearly over it.
Who's your friend?
Connor, don't start.
You really want to do this?
You can't step to guys like him. He wins the 5 boroughs every year. It's the biggest tournament in the city.
In life, you have only one question. Is it worth fighting for it or not?
So we're just supposed to let him fight. So that he can end up like his brother.
So that he does not end up like his brother. Lee means to me what you meant to Sensei Miyagi. I want Lee to learn Miyagi karate.
I'm sorry, Mr. Han. I wish I could help you.
You will.
I'm not coming to New York.
I will see you in the Big Apple. Sensei LaRusso.
Let's make a Karate Kid.
You have a foundation of Kung Fu.
We're gonna build upon that with karate.
Ancient way.
Miyagi way. There's 2 of them.
Focus!
This represents the history between the 2 families. 2 branches, 1 tree. This is why I came to train you. Remember what you're fighting for.
When you understand that, you'll be ready.
I was born in the struggle, born to survive.
So I just finished watching Karate Kid Legends in the cinema, and it was fairly good actually. It was pretty decent. I quite enjoyed it. And of course, as soon as I step outside, typical Scotland, is raining and windy. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna just get back to my house, and then I'll actually probably, of course, as usual, talk about the film in more depth and actually get into the proper review. So see you in there. I will start right off by saying Karate Kid Legends was a really fun movie. It had its moments, it had its fun, it had its great moments, you know. But whilst it was fun, it was also problematic, let's just say. It had its issues, so yeah. I've just arrived back home from watching the film at cinemas, and I'm just going to go straight into the positives, because I yap too much in these reviews, I find it. So yeah, let's get into the positives. The positives of Karate Kid Legends. The action is fantastic. I love the martial arts fight scenes throughout this film. It's martial arts galore. Exactly my cup of tea. Very good choreography as well with the fight scenes. And yeah, it's got good sequences. Like, it's way better than the, let's just say, the original 4 Karate Kid films from the 80s and 90s. To, no offense by the way to those who actually like those fight scenes in those films, they are pretty bad. They are play fighting more than actual fighting. This film and the 2010 remake depicts and shows more realistic fighting, I suppose, in my opinion. Yes, plenty of great scenes as well in the film for fight scenes. Like, there's a alley fight which isn't, like, you can tell actually, or at least for me, which was you can tell it was heavily inspired by Jackie Chan's fights when he was in his prime, when he would like acrobat, or like he would like comedically fight like a clown off, like, he would fight like 6 men basically at the same time, and like a comedic but acrobatic style. It was really cool to see Ben Wang play the part, as well as, you know, the actual main central character of the Karate Kids in this film as well. Yeah, he really did do good in this role. I really actually enjoyed him in the role as the Karate Kid. And he's already better than, for me, Julie Pierce and I don't know, maybe Jay Parker. He's not as good as Daniel, of course, because Daniel's more iconic, but he's got that skill. Out of all the Karate Kids, he's got the best skill. Yeah, as I said, he's fantastic. Every fight scene he's in, Ben shows the skill of his martial arts. It's great. A very cool technique that, you know, each movie has a technique that the main Karate Kid uses to win the tournament. Well, this film's is the dragon kick, which was actually originally used by Lee Fong, Lee Fong's brother. But with the help of Daniel and Mr. Han, they managed to modify it, into a, like, counter attack. So it's meant to trick the opponent. So you do an initial kick, but then you go under and then trap like the opponent and confuse him, and then you strike. That's actually pretty cool. I liked the technique used in this film. Pretty cool. And speaking of the final fight in the film, the tournament is the 5 boroughs. Definitely not the best tournament in the Karate Kid franchise. There's been better, like Sekai Taikai and the All Valley. Nonetheless, still quite a fun tournament to watch. And when it comes to the final round, the final fight of the film with Lee Fong versus Conrad A, it's a great fight. Very good, fancy stuff in the fight with big jumping kicks, good blocks, and fast dynamic movement. I really did enjoy the final fight of this film. It probably wasn't as good as maybe 2010's final fight, but the choreography and, you know, for me, sheer excitement of the film for the final fight, or the final fight in the film, was just better than probably Karate Kid 1's fight, Karate Kid 3's fight, and maybe even Karate Kid 2's fight. It does exceed quite a lot of the previous entries' films' final fights because of how recent it is and now how skilled the actual actors are in martial arts. Alongside the action, the film also has some really fun characters in my opinion. The characters such as Victor and Mia, played by Joshua Jackson and Sadie Stanley, are really fun to watch actually. Especially, yeah, Victor. The chemistry between Lee and Victor and Mia is really fun actually to watch on screen. Some good funny moments actually. Victor's, especially in the boxer, it's really hilarious. I find that you know, Lee teaches him kung fu, which he seems befuddled at the start, but he slowly gets into it actually. So it's quite cool to see that. But yeah, it's really fun characters this film has actually, and I really did enjoy the characters that they added, which I wasn't expecting because usually new characters are just quite boring. But for some reason this film worked with its new characters. Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio are great in their roles, reprising Mr. Han and Daniel LaRusso. Daniel LaRusso being reprised by Ralph Macchio literally like for the 20 billionth time in a row. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine honestly, but I can probably tell or figure out why he actually agreed to do this movie. Probably because of the cash, just a cash grab for him. But yeah, it was fine. And Mr. Han, good to see him back since the remake back in 2010. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I am a huge Jackie Chan fan, my favourite actor, so it kind of probably comes across as biased when I say this film was great with him in it. I also found it hilarious that William Zabka returned as Johnny Lawrence for like 30 seconds in a cameo. Well, it's not even that long. It's quite a funny thing to see him in this movie after Cobra Kai. He literally just speaks about how Californian pizza is better than New York pizza and that they should start their own pizza business with the name Miyagi-Do. play on words, of course, with the pizza dough instead of actual dough, as in D-O. Now the negatives, and this film does have its issues. It's quite obvious and clear what it does have its issues with. And that obvious main one is pacing and how it's just so incredibly rushed. Like, it is actually incredibly, I mean incredibly rushed. Like, it's over in a matter of minutes. Like, at least it feels like that. Like, the first two acts felt fine. There were so many character arcs and developments that were just get explored and started until it just throws you into that third act so quickly. It's just got its pacing issues. Like, if that pacing issue, it was just resolved and fixed and improved in like every aspect, I think I would have seen myself enjoying this film way more and maybe rating it higher. But yeah, the fact that it is rushed, like really rushed, it's just really frustrating for me. And its runtime as well, with 90 minutes, is just too short. Come on, let's give it an extra 20, half an hour. 2 hours, 1 hour 50 seems perfect for this film, but an hour and a half is just not right for me, at least. I actually don't think there's been a Karate Kid film ever that short. This is probably the shortest Karate Kid film in the franchise's history. Also, the build up for the tournament as well is really rushed. That just goes back to me talking about how rushed this film was. Like, literally proceed to the final round of the tournament in the matter of maybe 5 minutes. It is incredible how rushed this film can be, and just how fast it goes by, which is just one of its main downfalls and issues. And that's me said, all I have to say about this film. So honestly, in the end, Karate Kid Legends, as I mentioned, is a fun, good, enjoyable movie and a fun addition to the franchise with great fight scenes and action, but lacks with its pacing and runtime issues. It honestly is incredibly rushed. It's crazy how rushed it is, and just should have been way longer than it should have been. So yeah, in the end, I give it a 3.5 star rating and a 7 out of 10. So yeah, thank you for watching this review. If you enjoyed, please give this video like, subscribe to find the series you want to. Comment down below what you think of this film, if you've watched it or not, if you do plan on watching it. And until the next video, bye bye.